After surgery, there are some potential complications to look after. Number one would be pneumonia. Pneumonia can be caused from reduced mobility, so it's important to practice deep breathing, especially while lying in a bed for extended periods of time. Blood clots. You have risk for blood clots since you just had surgery, so the highest risk would be in your legs and lungs. So movement is encouraged. Getting up, moving around every hour, drinking plenty of fluids, and also taking your medication that's prescribed helps reduce this. Infection. It's important to monitor your surgical site and maintain hygiene. I recommend once you're ambulating, just take a look at your surgical site. This is usually the time where bleeding will slightly come out. So checking that dressing to ensure that no bleeding is coming from the dressing site. And falling, using assistive devices and also seeking staff support. This also is an important piece where we recommend support staff staying with you within the first 48 hours. This is typically where the majority of the pain is coming, which will increase your risk for falling. And some patients also think that they may not need the walker at times, but it's important to always use your walker. The one time you don't use the walker, you may end up falling. And then constipation, staying hydrated and also adjusting your diet as needed. Some providers will also prescribe you some laxatives or stool softeners. These are also over the counter, so you can take them as needed. It's important to be proactive and also be aware of your situation with your surgery. Communicating with staff and your providers is important to addressing any concerns that you may notice while at home. So some ways to prevent pneumonia are, we recommend you getting up every hour during the day at home. We encourage you deep breathing to keep the lungs clear. We also have incentive spirometers that we can provide you while you're in the hospital. We typically provide these to patients with respiratory conditions, but anyone can ask for them as they do support lung health and recovery. You also want to make sure you're staying active in your role of recovery. You want to engage in your prescribed activities that therapy assigns you and their exercises. It's important to know that UNC Rex Raleigh and Rex Holly Springs is tobacco-free, so no smoking, chewing, or vaping is allowed. After surgery, you are at higher risk for blood clots, especially for tobacco users. Your provider may prescribe you a blood thinner to reduce the risk, which could be aspirin or Eliquis, depending on what your comorbidities before then. The blood thinner may start on the day of surgery or the following day. Some side effects to look out for are easy bruising and increase of bleeding. Your nurse will provide you more detailed information about this throughout your stay and also with your discharge education. It's important to note that you're typically on a blood thinner for about 6 weeks. It's crucial to take the medication exactly as prescribed to assure effectiveness, and I would ask your provider on how long they anticipate you being on this blood thinner. While you're here, you'll be working with us with exercises along with physical therapy and occupational therapy. Regular walking helps maintain blood circulation and also promotes muscle contraction, which reduces your risk of blood pooling while you're in the hospital. We also will provide you with compression devices that we place on your legs or your feet, depending on the type of pump that we have. These will pump to keep your blood from pooling in your legs. Preventing falls. After surgery, most patients will not have a catheter. This means you will need to get out of bed to go to the restroom each time. And each time you get out of the bed, you will need to have staff in the room with you. We have a call bell in the room that you're able to give us a call, and we will come in to assist you. This also reduces your risk of falling, having a staff member in there at all times. Following the surgery, several factors increase your risk of falling. Surgery effects can impact balance and strength. The pain medications that you may be prescribed may cause dizziness and drowsiness. You may be connected to IV lines, which reduce your movement and also pose as tripping hazards. And you're in a new environment. You're not aware of your surroundings, which makes navigation challenging. So it's important to always call for help before getting out of bed. There are support members that will be staying with you, but they are not able to help you get out of bed. It has to be a staff member that can come and assist you. Some key ways in preventing infection are hand hygiene, which is essential for preventing any infections while you're in the hospital and at home. The doctor may prescribe you an ointment, which is typically placed in your nose before surgery. While you're in the hospital, you will receive antibiotics through your IV. This helps reduce your risk of any infections. And you may be prescribed any preventative antibiotics for dental work. Some signs of infection may be a fever of 101.3 or higher, or if you have any excessive or foul smelling drainage. Contact your surgeon's office for any surgery-related concerns. The bowels are one of the last things to wake up after surgery, so managing constipation after surgery is crucial. Post-surgery medications and reduced physical activity can lead to constipation, so it's important to be aware of these effects. Stool softeners may be recommended post-surgery to ease bowel movements. You also want to make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids, even before the surgery, to make sure your body is ready. Physical activity. Light physical activity like walking stimulates bowel function, which aids in recovery.